All right. Can Jonathan, what's up, dude? Can you hear me? I just want to make sure this mic's working. Why was there a there's a Blue Chew commercial? What's happening? I just want to make sure this microphone works. If anybody wants to just say yes. Oh, it works. What's up, bro? You're here. Look at you. What a unit. Just gonna done. All right. I want to know why there was a Blue Chew commercial. I didn't think live videos had ads on them. That's a good ad to have, I guess. I should put some PL. What channel is it on? Is it on ESPN? I should put it on. I got a little King of the Ring 1994. It went to a Blue Chew commercial? That's so crazy. We're getting old, dude. We are getting old. I think that name is, what is that, Ronzi? What's up? Thanks for hanging out. Trying to do some cleanup here. I had my laptop with me at work this week, and it was crazy trying to get this to get back set up like on my Wi-Fi and all that stuff. So, happy Friday. Hopefully everyone's had a good week. Hopefully everyone's summer's going well. Hopefully everyone's enjoying a cold beverage. I just want to post one more thing. Let's see here. This isn't gonna. I don't think this is gonna be a very long one today. I got stuff going on. Getting ready to travel on Monday. I'm leaving Sunday. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do, but I realize it's been. I think it's been 2 months since we've done one of these, which sucks. But things got crazy. Jordan, what's up, bro? Thank goodness it's Friday, is right. Just check one last thing. I wonder how I don't know how to take. Hopefully there's not ads on this. I don't know why that's doing that. I don't think there's ever been ads on these before. There shouldn't be. That's a bummer if that's the case. Gosh, Parrish is the one that does they're the Ghost. What is it? Ghost of the Machine? That's Parrish, right? I think that's right. What is a Gulf Coast IPA? Is it like hazy? Is it clear? It was when you first go into the. That's so strange. Damien, what's up, dude? NJE, I think that's 10,000. Look at Hotlanta. Do people really say Hotlanta? That probably annoys people in Atlanta, huh? Hotlanta. That's what Chris Berman always used to say. Hotlanta. Damien, have you been using that glass you won? I hope so. Yeah, I'd heard the yeah, nobody says Hotlanta in Atlanta. I figured. I heard the air out there is gnarly from those Canada fires. One of my buddies is in Chicago right now at Wrigley, and they were worried the game was going to get postponed tonight. Hopefully it doesn't. Seems like they're there. He was texting me pictures. We got Canada on fire. We got fucking lettuce causing explosive diarrhea. We got all kinds of gnarly stuff going on right now. The world is crazy. Oh, nice. I'm glad you're getting use out of it. We're going to a little Old Faithful. This was in the fridge. We're drinking Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, my desert island beer. This has one of the national park it's a Yellowstone one. I don't know what that. I think it just the proceeds or the money that won't. Is that kind of whatever? It's the Yellowstone thing. It won't focus. But yeah, all kinds of gnarly stuff going on. So hopefully we can get back to doing somewhat regular live streams. Yeah, it's been a month, so I'm trying to think the last time what was going on. The last time we did a live stream, we were still in the middle of baseball, I think, for my kids for high school. My two boys ended up winning the CIF section championships. So I think that Friday we didn't do a live stream, and then the following week they played we were playing in the regional championship, and we got all the way to the finals of that. And the day before the game was supposed to happen, the two teams that we were waiting for to see who we were going to play got into a benches clearing brawl during the game in the 6th inning with 2 outs left. So the game was almost over. And we learned that in California, high school baseball rules say, and I didn't know this, which is crazy, if there is a altercation and people leave the dugout, anyone who leaves the dugout and anyone who leaves their position in the field, it's an automatic 1-game suspension. So both teams were essentially automatically 1 game suspended. So we were given the title because we were waiting to play in the championship game, and neither one of those teams had enough people to fucking play. So the boys ended up winning that, which was awesome. So then baseball was over, and then there was graduation, so there was no live stream, and then it was just busy. Like family was in town, and 4th of July happened. So yeah, Elvis Twatty, what's up, dude? By the way, I finally drank a Tripping Animals beer. I don't know if you saw that video. It wasn't great. I didn't love it. But I think it was you and I that was talking about Tripping Animals, right? I think so. What's this camera? It was called Everhaze, I think. It has the alligator on it. Is that what it was called? Everhaze? I think it's just a regular. I mean, I don't think it's supposed to be anything crazy. It might be like one of their like flagship beers. Yeah, Everhaze it was called. Gosh, the algorithm's cooking me. That's fine. But yeah, it just was kind of whatever. And there was a lot of people who commented on that video just saying that their beer's kind of whatever. But in the future, I would love to talk to you about getting some more just to try it if we can. So what are you doing? Huh? Okay. They do a flagship shop logger. Yeah, dude, I'm all about that. I would like to have that. Where did gosh, this chat just went away. What is this thing doing? There it goes. There, it's back. Flagship. Flag shop. It's fine. Flagship shop logger. Flagship ship. Mr. Cobra Time, what's up, bro? I wish I was going to Santa Rosa tonight. I would drink all of the Russian River. They had let's see here. They canned, when did they can Blind Pig? Was it a while ago? They should still have that around, right? Let's see. Epic Brewing. Where is Epic? I could if I'm close to it. Let's see here. Where is? See where it's at as compared to where I'm going to be at. Let's see here. That's the one that has Big Bad Baptist, right? Oh, it's actually not far, dude. It's like 15 minutes from where I'll be. I might be able to do that like Sunday afternoon if they're open on Sundays. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are going to be busy for me, but I might be able to do that on Sunday. Yeah, it's not far. I mean, I could probably stop there from getting my car at the airport. Yeah, Big Bad Baptist. I forgot about that. Oh, they canned it today. Wow. Are they posting for sale day? Nice. I'm glad they're doing that, dude. I wish they would can blind pit. I wish they would can regular Pliny. I mean, I know they do the double dry hop, but I'm kind of over the bottled beers. Speaking of bottled beers, I'm over bottled beers. You guys been watching World Cup? I'm telling you, a green can with that red. I've always said a all green can with the little red Pliny the Elder circle on it would just be the sickest can of all time. It would look so rad. The Blind Pig cans look awesome. We got baseball back now after the All-Star break. The Giants are only 10 back in the wild card. They do have one of the easiest schedules though in the second half, they said. Does Epic Brewing have anything else besides stouts? I don't think I've ever had anything from Epic that's not a stout. I'd have to look on my Untapped. Let's look. I think Big Bad Baptist is all I've had. Let's see here. This thing says I've never checked in Big Bad Baptist. I've had that beer. I failed myself with this app. What have I checked in? Oh, it's because it went by releases. So I had Big Bad Baptist release 31. Oh, I've had a wit beer from them. I've had a Belgian style golden ale from them. I don't remember drinking that at all. 2014. I wonder if they were at like they had to have been at a beer fest because I had that and I had a lager from them that I don't remember on the same June 21st of 2014. That must have been like a beer fest that I was at. Yeah, dude. All they need is a complete overhaul of their pitching staff. My goodness. You know what's crazy too is they didn't draft a catcher in this draft. Fucking go Dodgers. How dare you, sir? It's time to start kicking people out of the chat. It must be nice being a Dodger fan, dude. They win every year. And I'm not saying they win the World Series every year, but they're good every year. Yeah, I mean, Epic is known for their stouts, right? I don't know if I'd have to look and see like if people rate the other stuff high. Yeah, Susak's been great. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy. He just keeps getting hurt. It's nothing major either. It's just like lame, like little nagging stuff. Dude, for as bad as the Rockies have been, they're a lot better this year. It's crazy because the NL West could just be insanely good if the Giants were worth a shit. I mean, the Padres are not playing the way they should be playing. It's a strange year. I mean, is Machado still hitting like 180? It's just strange that he's been so bad. Oh no, he's hitting 203 now. He's over the Mendoza line. I'm interested to see what is the flagship lager for Tripping Animals. It's so funny to me that websites still ask you if you're 21. Like anyone can just click yes and you get in. I wish we could go back to the Frank McCourt days. And you're right. When the Dodgers lose, we all win. I was. It's funny. Like I don't really use Facebook much anymore, but I always look at my Facebook memories, and it was not. What was it like 10, 12 years ago? They filed for bankruptcy, and like they were a mess. and it got completely turned around. So they actually have a lot of log. Well, I don't know. Let's see here. They have a ton of loggers on their website. I don't know if this is just like all the beers that they have. I mean, they can't all be available right now, right? These are just what they brew. They've got some cool names though. Cooler than a polar bear's toenail. Shout out Outcast. Irie Pills. Football's life. Yeah, no mames. That's hilarious. I love the can art on that with that little chihuahua. Yeah, they got all kinds of pilsners and loggers. Tim, how you doing? We are doing well. I hope you are too. Happy Friday. It's pretty crazy how quiet YouTube has been recently. And I feel like someone had mentioned the algorithm. Like my algorithm's been weird too. I haven't been seeing beer stuff. I haven't been seeing anybody doing like live streams. I haven't seen anything. I feel like YouTube's kind of cooked. We've been talking about that though. What is your score right now? Sam, what's your score? 80,000? Mr. 33 Greenleaf in the chat here hooked up some beers. He came out. We had some beers at Green Cheek here in North County, San Diego. It was awesome. And he brought some beers. Fucking beer saint shows up. He's like, "Hey, I have beers for you." So it was part of a bag of beers that he gave me. It was those beers. Then we had Zool beers for the first time, which I enjoyed. And then what was the other brewery that they brew? Zool brews their beers now. Dude, there's plenty of beer in the fridge. By the way, we were at Costco today, and Sam goes, "You think Uncle Nads will drink any of your whiskey when he's here?" I'm like, "He can if he wants to." Southern Grist, that's what it was. I enjoyed the Southern Grist beer that I had too. It was good.
The last time the Giants were in the playoffs was the last time the Cowboys won a playoff game. 2021.
Yeah, Citra is what we like here. I saw they released that, and they just did their Timbo. I might have to go over there tomorrow and grab some before I go out of town. Citra is what we like here. Is one of the best Citra beers of all time, I think. Yeah, no, the Zool beer was good. I enjoyed it. It just was super solid. I'd mentioned it, like nothing that's gonna like change your life, but really, really good. Like their hazy beer was really good. Yeah, I was talking to my man Crage about that festival in October. We have a manufacturer that has a spot out in Nashville. So I was like, maybe I could figure out like a work trip and go to that. But October is just crazy for me. It would take 82 years to watch 1 day's worth of YouTube uploads. That makes sense to watch. Like, sometimes the algorithm is all messed up. No, I do not work in the beer industry. I wish I did. That'd be fun. Or maybe you weren't talking to me. You're probably talking to someone else. Dude, I saw that, by the way. Modern Times Encinitas just closed that one night. That was sad. That was a bummer because for a while that was a spot, like it was the only beer spot I could go to where I could just eat whatever and not have to worry about it. But dude, we were joking about, who was I talking to recently? We were joking. We're like, the 30 for 30 on Modern Times is gonna be wild. They just like it was such like a sprint when they started. They opened up a ton of spots and now it's just gone. Craft Coast is great. The one downtown Oceanside those tacos are awesome. The beer's good too. I wonder what's going to go into Modern Times Encinitas. Dude, Modern Times, when they first started, holy smokes, they were one of my favorite San Diego breweries. I was a member, drank all those stouts, sours. It was fun. I remember when they first like canned their first hazy beers. They would do like a single can release. I had mentioned that in one of my recent beer reviews. I was talking to John last week, and we were hanging out at Pizza Port. I just 2014 to 2016 was like the best time in craft beer. I think there's just never been anything like it since. Those like 3 years, 14, 15, 16 were insane. It was so fun. Dude, New Hampshire, you should go to Fun Spot. I was just talking to my kids about that trip that we did. That was so fun. I don't know of any beer in New Hampshire. You'd probably, I'm sure there's people in the chat that can help you out with that. I mean, we waited till we went to Massachusetts to have beer after that. That was a fun trip. Heady Topper, that's a great, that's a desert island beer for sure. Gosh, that beer's still good all these years later. Jeff, how you doing, bro? Yeah, 2014 to 16. I mean, I'm telling you, it was cool to be part of that. That's when like all like the crazy trading was going on, and there was like just massive like beer fests, and that's when I met a lot of the people who I still talk to. Like I made a lot of friends back then in the beer world. Dude, Laconia is awesome. We stayed. We stayed in those cabins right on the lake. What lake is that? Winnipesaukee? Yeah, Laconia is awesome. I had fun there. Fun Spot is amazing. Oh, there we go. Jordan, see? Jordan will let you know. I've never heard of any of those. I mean, now's a good time to crack one, Mr. Elvis Twatty. What is it, 6:30 where you're at? I don't think I've heard of have I had anything from Cerebral? I don't think so. I was just talking about how I want to go to Denver. I want to go to a Rockies game and drink as much Coors Light as I can. Yeah, see, that's when you started traveling too. Like that's when 2014-ish, I think, is when I would stand in line, like the AleSmith Library releases. I would do that. Like Lost Abbey would do their Veritas days and Duck Duck Goose. It's the best. I mean, side project stouts are where it's at. Are you going to solo dome that whole thing? I do. I want to go to the Coors Brewery. I've drank so much Coors Light in my life. I feel like I need to go visit there. Oh, that's right. I forgot they started doing that. They did smaller bottle formats. That's actually awesome. Dude, if there's a lacrosse tournament in Denver, let me know because I want to see if I can make that happen with you guys. That would be fun. Side project definitely makes better stouts than Hill Farmstead. I will not fight you over that. I've always wanted to go to Coors Field. I definitely will not. Jared, we won't do the. I won't do a tour. That was so funny. If anybody read that comment from Jared, he and I did the Budweiser tour factory in St. Louis. St. Louis? No, where is it? Where were we, Jared? We're in Missouri, right? Where's the Budweiser factory? Anyways, we got to the part where I don't know where we were at in the tour. It might have been It wasn't the hot part. I was allergic to something, and we were standing there, and Jared looks at me. He's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "No, dude, I can't breathe." Like my nose got completely stuffed up, and like I was wheezing really bad, and I had to leave. I had a weird like allergic reaction. I ruined the tour for everyone. We had to bail. I still to this day do not know what happened. It was wild. Gosh, see, look at it. I gotta do, man. I gotta risk it. I'll take some allergy medicine and I'll do it. Let's go to the Coors Brewery, Jared. Let's do it, bro. We'll drink Banquet straight from the teat. Yeah, Jordan Hill Farmstead farmhouse beers. Their beer, those are so good. All their beers are just unreal. They're insane. Is that tournament this year? Well, are you saying this year or next year? Let's see here. What did you think? If it's this year, we got to do it before the weather gets shitty. Find out when that lacrosse tournament is. Did I ask? Have you guys been? Has anybody been watching World Cup? What everyone thought of the World Cup this year? I watch soccer every 4 years, and I've been enjoying it. I know a lot of people hate Argentina, but I'm a big fan of watching people who are really good at what they do. So watching Messi the last couple weeks has been fucking insane. That dude's ridiculous, especially considering how old he is. I mean, I don't know anything about soccer, but watching him on what's it called on the pitch, it just looks like he moves different than everyone, and just the way I feel like every time he like all of his crossers, like anytime he like kicks the ball or is dribbling with the ball, is that what it's called, dribbling in soccer? I think so. He just looks like he's moving different than everyone. It's wild. Yeah, I need to go to Hill Farmstead too, dude. It needs to happen. Who else said your name? You gotta say the whole thing, dude. Elvis Twatty's where it's at. I agree, Jeff. Like it's crazy watching him. I mean, it was fun watching Ronaldo. I enjoyed watching what's dude's name on France, Mbappe. It's just like I watch those dudes and then I watch our guys, and it's just like we're not on that level. Miller High Life review. Someone said Miller High Life changed their recipe recently. There was a comment I got. Is that true? Does anybody know if that's? Can anyone confirm that, or is that not true? I haven't had Miller High Life in a while. Dude, that header against Egypt and then the header last game against England was fucking insane. Like that cross was wild. It sucks, dude, because like when these games have been on, it's like during when I eat my lunch at work. So I like sit and eat my lunch and watch games until I'm done eating. So I'm gonna miss that now that it's over. It's a bummer. But we were just talking about how the problem with American soccer is like all of our best athletes play other sports. I mean, soccer is life everywhere else except for here. So there was that meme talking about how what did it say? It was like, yeah, France is good, but nobody would want to see Derrick Henry coming full speed at them on a soccer field. It's so true. Dude is just a freight train. Bro, all youth sports are wild as far as like cost goes. It's nuts. Travel baseball was insanely expensive. No, I'm excited for football season too, for American football season. It's right around the corner. I can't believe we're almost to August. Like this is crazy. Once August hits, we're what, 6 weeks, 5 weeks? I feel like football starts early this year. Maybe not. September, is it September 9th? Is that the Seahawks Patriots? I think so. Did anybody watch the home run derby the other night? That was awesome too. I'm not even a huge home run derby person, but that was fun. Those Philly fans booing everyone was just incredible. Wow, preseason football starts in 3 weeks. That's crazy. I was gonna say it's gonna be here before you know it. Jeff, you're in Denver. Are you a Bronco fan? Dude, Blue Chew commercials are everywhere. Yeah, the home run derby was rad, dude. That was fun. The game was kind of meh. Oh, Saints fan. All right. I was watching. Was it on Twitter? There was a thread of people arguing because the Saints fan was talking shit about someone, and then they were talking about how the Saints don't have a quarterback. it was so funny. Broncos for life. I say this with all kindness and respect. Fuck the Broncos. Lagunitas Trooper? I have never had that. I don't even think I've heard of that. Is that new? Oh, geez. We got Chiefs fans too. My goodness gracious. Chiefs and Bronco fans. Like, what is happening right now? It's time to end the stream. No, I don't. I'm the Chiefs and the Broncos. Like, those were just fun, like, rivalries for the Patriots in the Brady era. Dude, I have a feeling that the Seahawks are going to absolutely crush New England on opening night. We'll see. Let's say who's my Will Clark is the reason why I love baseball. He is forever my favorite San Francisco Giants player. He's starting though a little bit to bug me with his that podcast that he does. Like just the way that he shits on baseball these days, it just feels so, I don't know. The way he talks about the game these days and how hitters suck when he wasn't even facing anywhere near the velo that these dudes are facing these days is wild. Dude, we might have talked about this a couple live streams ago. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if I'm sold on Bo Nix yet. I think he's probably going to be good. I don't know what it is about him. I just watch him, and there's just something about him where I'm like, there's just something that I don't know. I'm sure you guys love him though. You should. He wins games, dude. That's all that matters. I mean, that's what people said about Tom Brady the first couple of years. Like, he's not that great, but he wins. I'm to the point now where I don't give a shit how good the quarterback is. Just win games. An ankle of glass. Wasn't he like celebrating and he like jumped to celebrate and broke his ankle? It's not funny. It is definitely not funny. All right, I'll have to see if I can find Lagunitas Trooper. I've never heard of that beer. You should have named your kid after me. That's amazing. I was just talking to my boys about the 89 season. 89 was the season where Kevin Mitchell hit 40. He won the MVP and hit 47 or 48 home runs, right? Was that year or was that 87? I can't remember. That season was insane. That was 87 was the year. So it was 89. Saying 87, Kevin Mitchell, San Diego's finest, by the way. His brother was also a really good baseball player. But 87 was the year I started hating the Cardinals because they fucking jumped Will Clark. And I'm like, that's not happening. I still hate them to this day because of it. Yeah. So going back, where's that comment at? Yeah. The Raiders quarterback, Mendoza. Jury's still out on him for me too. I don't know how he's going to be. Oh, so Bo Nix was tackled and got hurt, and then he ended up breaking his ankle when he was jumping, right? Or was he kneeling on the ball? What was happening? Did he kneel down and that's when it like kind of went sideways? Something crazy happened. I feel like. I can't remember. Well, see, that's the hard part about these young quarterbacks. They usually get drafted to terrible teams, and so it's tough. Like half the dudes that people call busts over the years, like if they would have not got drafted by the worst fucking franchises, who knows how they would have been. I do think the Raiders, I think what's their coach's name? Is it Clint Kubiak? I think that dude's I think offensively he's solid. So I think, I think Mendoza's in good hands. Let's see how he does. I don't know. I watched the national championship game. That one run was awesome, but he just didn't look comfortable throwing the ball. I don't know. I could be way off. I hope I am. I hope he's good. It's better when the league has a lot of good young quarterbacks, in my opinion. We'll see though. Part of the Raiders' problem is it's just been a coaching carousel. Like it's tough. Like it's hard to get any kind of consistency going when you're constantly firing people. Like how do you even like set a culture, or like how do you do anything when you're constantly firing people? What's up, Carl? Yeah, dude. I mean, the Giants they're kind of I think Jackson Dart needs to be smarter with the football, because the last thing you want is him having tons of concussions and cutting his career short. I mean, who knows? I love Scatabo. That poor dude, like his ankle got wrecked last year. Hopefully he's all right. I'd love for the Raiders to be in the basement for eternity. That's why sports are the best. It's like me just enjoying the Jets sucking for most of the last 25 years. Whack Panic, we talking about NASCAR? I'll throw on NASCAR every now and again. I've heard going to NASCAR is really fun. I mean, I guess anywhere you can just fucking drink a ton of beer and listen to loud ass cars, drive super fucking fast. I mean, the Raiders do. There's something about that franchise. It's crazy. I feel bad too because I have a lot of friends who are Raider fans, and every year, dude, they just are miserable, and I feel terrible for them. Even I enjoy the Jets sucking. There's just nothing better. There was those few years when Rex Ryan was there and they went to back-to-back AFC championship games, and watching them lose back-to-back of those was so satisfying. That dude was just such a blowhard. Dude, I bet you, I mean, there's got to be some craft beer at those things, right? You think they're just all drinking like Budweiser? What kind of beer do you think they're drinking at NASCAR events? Jets being out, dude. Like, I don't know how Aaron Glenn kept his job. I mean, I understand it was his first year, but man, they just never looked like they were even ready to play football at any point in the season. It just was a weird hire from the beginning to me. I don't know. Strange. I mean, I'm not mad at Busch Light. I've only had Busch Light, I think, once. I bought it one time in my life. I mean, it's just like any other American macro lager. I think at this point, like, it's just whatever. If you're going to drink light beer, it's just whatever's cheapest, right? Unless it's just something completely garbage. Like, are there any light macro lagers that people were just like, it's garbage, I can't drink it? I don't know if I'm weird, but like, there's just nothing where I'm like, yeah, I'm not drinking that. The only beer that ever tasted weird to me that I didn't enjoy drinking was Bud Light out of a can. There was just like a 3 or 4 year period where every time I would be somewhere and someone had that and I was drinking it with them, it tasted weird. Out of a bottle never was an issue, or on tap never was an issue. intentionally leave people's beer. You leave beer in people's fridges and they're back, and it's still there months later, dude. So that happened. I'm still finding cans during COVID. I would go over to my parents' house with like, because I could ship whatever I wanted, and I would bring a bunch of rad beer over to have at their house because like that's where we would hang out because it would live like right around the corner from us. And I don't know, it was fairly recently I went over there and there was I think there was an Old Slice IPA. It might have been Doe Montana. I think that got released in like 2021. Still in my dad's fridge. Like the fuck? Dude, so Rolling Rock, I used to really enjoy Rolling Rock, and I feel like it's not the same anymore. And I mentioned that when I actually reviewed it. I feel like it changed, which sounds weird because it's like Rolling Rock changed. It's not good anymore. Like Rolling Rock's probably not good, period. But I used to drink Rolling Rock a lot because it was what was cheap, and I enjoyed it. There was a phase I went through where I would buy Rolling Rock and I would binge watch Angry Video Game Nerd videos because he drank Rolling Rock. It was fun. That was like back in 2000, I don't know, 9, 2010. Gosh, that was 16 years ago. I'm a big Moosehead fan. I do not like the new labels on their beers, though. I miss the old label. Moosehead and Labatt, those are my two favorite Canadian beers. I've never had Molson. I don't see Molson here. Dude, he's still making videos? That's awesome. Dude is an OG. He probably still has I bet you he still has a big following. He was funny, dude. Those videos were fun just because a lot of those games that he hated, I played as a kid. And I'm like, yeah, that game sucked. Like his Friday the 13th video was one of my favorites. Because that game, I remember finally getting that game as a kid. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? This game sucks. Like, I don't even know what to do. Friday the 13th, one of the worst NES games of all time. There was a thread somewhere recently where we were talking about the worst NES games ever. I don't know if anybody ever... Stella Artois, I agree with you. That beer sucks. But I don't consider that a light macro lager. We were talking about the worst NES games ever. And if anybody in the chat played Deadly Towers, that was probably the worst video game ever made. That game sucked. If you've never played it, it behooves you just to download it in an emulator and play it. It is terrible. I don't think I ever played Ghostbusters. You know what game did suck? Speaking of movies, Jaws was terrible. My goodness. Deadly Towers, the box art was awesome. That's why everyone bought it. Jaws was fucking awful. And the other game that sucked was Back to the Future. My goodness, that game was so bad. So bad. It is crazy. I was talking to my kids about this. Like when I was a kid, there wasn't, we didn't have the internet like to look up games before we bought them. So you would walk into like Toys R Us or wherever you were buying Nintendo games, and there was just hundreds of them. And you're like, I'm just going to pick something. And you had no fucking clue. Like, did anybody play Rambo? I remember buying Rambo at Toys R Us and bringing it home. I'm like, this game fucking blows. Like, you would just choose a game like, oh, Rambo is a cool movie. I'm going to buy this game. And then you'd play the game and be like, yeah, this is terrible. And like, you couldn't return it back then. You couldn't do anything with it. You were stuck. Rambo was awful. Gosh, that game. Poor man's Contra. I mean, you know what's funny is I'm very nostalgic about Contra. I used to play Contra all the time. I haven't played Contra in years. I wonder if I played Contra these days, if I would still love it. I think I would. I would hope that I did. Like learning that Contra code back when I was in elementary school, my goodness, that was life-changing. What is Atari Adventure? Do I know what that is? Shoot, I don't know what that is. I never had an Atari, though. My first memory... Matt, I think you're thinking of Top Gun. Because 1942 and 1943, I love those games, but Top Gun, yeah, never fucking landed that plane. That was impossible. So I just Googled it. I've never played Atari Adventure. You hated Yoshi? Like you hated when Super Mario World had Yoshi? I enjoyed Yoshi. Or are you talking about like the Yoshi was it the Yoshi Island games? I never played those. But yeah, I never had an Atari. My cousin had one, but my first memory of video games is at least a home video game is when my dad brought our Nintendo home. That was in 86. And I played Super Mario Brothers for the first time, and I'm like, this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Alan, I've never I think I've been to what was the old when we were kids, was it Bigfoot? There was the blue monster truck. I remember seeing that somewhere, but I've never been to I've never been to a Monster Jam like as an adult. They have it down at Qualcomm, geez, at Petco. I've never been to a Monster Jam. Fucking Monster Jam. I've always wanted to do like drag races too. That'd be fun. Yeah, I remember going to my cousin's house and playing Atari, and like we'd play like Donkey Kong and Pac-Man, and I was just like, these don't look like the games that I play like at Chuck E. Cheese. They just were so different. But then when playing the NES, it just felt way different. Those graphics were unreal. And then when my one buddy got a Genesis, we were playing that. I'm like, this is fucking insane. And then Super Nintendo came, and it just was like, wow, what the heck's gonna happen next? That's another like what a time to be alive back then. You went from arcade games that were amazing, and then the console stuff started getting crazy. Like it was fun. El Toro Loco, is that a monster truck? Is El Toro Loco like better than Big? Was it Bigfoot? What was the blue truck's name? It had to have been Bigfoot, right? Let's see here. I think it was Bigfoot. It was like a blue truck. Yeah, dude, there it is. Fucking Bigfoot. Bigfoot was awesome when I was a kid. Yeah, I remember Gravedigger, dude. I do remember Gravedigger. Look, how do we get down the rabbit hole of talking fucking monster trucks? Oh, I love this channel. It's the best. Yes. So Kirkland Lager, I put a review of that, I don't know, a month or so ago. I've been to Costco every week since then, and I buy it every single time I go. After this is gone, I'll open one of those before we get out of here. I love Kirkland Lager. It's awesome. And I feel like it just went down $1 in price. I feel like when I first started buying it was $13.99, and now it's $12.99. I do not remember the Bigfoot cartoon. Dude, Twisted Metal, that game was sick. Elevator Action, one of the most underrated games ever. I miss my Elevator Action. Oh, gosh, I miss that game. I traded that for my for my Street Fighter 2. Oh, I forgot. We got a Bubbles since the last time we did a live stream. I've been playing Bubbles a lot. I did watch the Hulk Hogan documentary, and I was actually surprised because there was a couple things. I was such a Hulk Hogan mark growing up. Like I figured I'd seen everything. There was some stuff that I learned about him that I didn't know in that one. Fucking Gem. Are you talking about Gem, like Gem and the Holograms? That was my sister's favorite. I used to watch that with her all the time. Jordan, Costco has Kirkland year round. I've never seen the stout here. I didn't know they make a. I didn't know that they made a stout. Who does Deschutes brew that stout for them? I agree as far as that documentary went. I was rewatching the Vince McMahon documentary too recently, just because I'm very nostalgic for old school wrestling. Right now we got King of the Ring 94 on. Bret Hart's about to wrestle Diesel. Oh my gosh, top 5 video games of all time. My goodness gracious. Fuck. What are we are we talking about, like all platforms? Gosh, that is a tough question. Yeah, the Peter Gunn theme is the best. Spy Hunter, that's a fun game. Top 5 video games of all time. Fuck. I mean, I'd really have to sit and think about that. I mean, Street Fighter 2, I remember the first time I ever played that going like, this is... I remember seeing Street Fighter, the first one, and not really thinking much of it. But when I saw Street Fighter 2 for the first time, I was like, holy smokes. But then I also remember being in junior high school. On Fridays, we got out of school early. It was 1 o'clock, I think. Jared could confirm that. And we would leave and we would walk down. There was a Godfather's Pizza. I don't know if anybody knows what Godfather's Pizza is. There was an all-you-could-eat pizza buffet at Godfather's Pizza. So we would get pizza. We could get all-you-could-eat. And then I would walk down. There was a slot car. There was a slot car shop that was right next to another pizza place. And that pizza place had Mortal Kombat. And when I walked in and saw Mortal Kombat for the first time, my goodness gracious. I remember watching my buddy use Sub-Zero and rip someone's fucking head off. And I was like, what? Like, this is not a real game. I don't think Godfather's Pizza is still a thing. I'm glad someone else knows what Godfather's Pizza is, though. I mean, people have to know Godfather's Pizza, right? Like, they say it in Goonies. More amazing than the time that you ate your weight in Godfather's Pizza. Dude, I'm telling you, seeing Mortal Kombat for the first time, I was like, I also remember walking into the one restaurant where I grew up and seeing and playing NBA Jam for the first time. Like, I was such a basketball fan in the late 80s, early 90s. Like, was the only game I wanted to play. I bet I would put NBA Jam in my top 5 games of all time across every genre. I always said if I had to sell all these games in the garage, NBA Jam would be the last one to go. I'd probably just sell everything and keep that. Jared, like my garage was basically modeled after Woody's. Like NBA Jam was there, Outrun was there. What else did they have? I think they had a Street Fighter for a while. So, Mr. Elvis Twatty, I've gone back and forth with this a lot with people, just because I've talked to people who worked for Williams back then. I don't think any of that Mark Turmel talks about is true. They were always talking about how he was all about hype and like getting people to try and like get their attention and just believe whatever he said. I've played this game. I literally have played NBA Jam more than anything, and I've played the Pistons against the Bulls a million times, and there's not like a cheating thing that happens at the end of that game. Just like he always used to talk about that Michael Jordan was in the game. I don't believe it, because people have gone through MAME and they never even found a code that showed Michael Jordan originally being in that game. I'm like, dude, it's been 35 years. How long has it been? Almost 40 years? Somebody with one of those boards would have like came through it and showed something. Nobody's ever shown anything. Dude, Final Fight I played for the first time on Super Nintendo. And I didn't even realize that the arcade version had an extra person. Like in Final Fight on Super Nintendo, they didn't have... Who was missing? Final Fight on the arcade, you could be someone that you couldn't be on the Super Nintendo game. So when I played in the arcade, I'm like, who is this person? Final Fight's amazing. UN Squadron, another great Capcom game. All right. So top 5 arcade games. NBA Jam for sure. I would put... I think I'd have to put Street Fighter 2, Hyper Fighting. That's my favorite of that thing. I think Paperboy is probably my top 5. So that's 3. Was Cody the one that was missing in the Super Nintendo version? Yeah. Yeah, no, you could be Hagar, Jared. Because I used to be him all the time. He was also in, what was the there was a wrestling game, Capcom. Was it Saturday Night Slam Masters? Saturday Night something? He was in that. Old Mike Hagar. All right, so we've got NBA Jam, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, and Paperboy is 3 of my 5. I'd have to think about the other 2. Yeah. I always talked about how, like, if I ever got like a video game related tattoo, it would probably be like the Paperboy somehow. I don't know what I would do, but I mean, gosh, there was a while where I was trying to be the world record holder on that game. I had it for a hot minute, not officially, but I ended up you know what's funny is there was this dude named Ed, and I was trying to get, what was I trying to get? I think I was trying to get an RBI baseball daughter card for my red tent. And he was like, I have one. I'll trade you. He's like, just upload a video of you playing Paperboy and I'll trade you for the RBI baseball daughter card. I'm like, all right. And as soon as I uploaded the video, he saw how I played and then figured out how to get a high score. And then he set the world record. Did you ever play the cabinets with the bicycle handlebars? Bro, there's, oh, you can't see it. I have a Paperboy with bicycle handlebars right here. Right there. There. It's the only way to play it. I don't know if I played Need for Speed. Jared, what was the game that we used to play where we would just drive as fast as we could and just jump in the air and spin the car and it would crash on the Nintendo 64? What game was that? I asked you this recently and I can never remember it. Dude, Terminator 2 was really fun. Operation Wolf, another fun shooting game. Yeah, so when I was little, there was a liquor store that my dad would stop by and get iced teas at. Like he bought bottles of iced tea, and they had a Punch Out and a Paperboy right next to each other, and those were my dad's 2 favorite games. And I used to watch him play them, so that's why right here I have Punch Out and Paperboy. They were sitting next to each other, like whatever liquor store that was in San Jose when I was a kid. Wipeout's not the game I'm thinking of. I love Wipeout though. Wipeout's more of like a F-Zero. Remember, it was like more futuristic. Carl, I remember. Do you guys remember? Gosh, what was the name of that store? Fry's. Do you remember Fry's Electronics? I remember the first time seeing Mario Kart 64. I walked into a Fry's, and they had like a huge projector when it came out, and people were playing it. I'm like, holy shit, because I loved Mario Kart on Super Nintendo. I used to spend the night at my one buddy's house because our school was year round. And we'd stay up till like 3 a.m. playing Super Nintendo. And he and I would play the battle version, like the battle thing of Mario Kart. So when I saw Mario Kart 64 for the first time, I was like, holy shit. A good old Fry's Electronics. I don't think Fry's is not around anymore. None of these none of these stores are around anymore. We were talking about old stores. Like there was, do you guys remember Service Merchandise? That fucking store was awesome. There was Service Merchandise, and then there was the other electronics store. Gosh, what was the name of it? I agree. The joystick did make it awesome. Circuit City, that's the other one. I bought Mortal Kombat 2 for Super Nintendo, and I bought Donkey Kong Country at Circuit City. Was it San Francisco Rush? That might have been it. I don't think I ever played Flat Out Head On. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Flat Out Head On? What was that on? We're getting deep in the video game talk. I fucking love it. I always wonder like how many people like played like super random games. Like one of my favorite Nintendo games ever, and I don't think like most people I asked if they've ever heard of it, like nope. It was a puzzle game and it was called Adventures of Lolo. Did anybody ever play that game? The game was fucking awesome. I loved that game. You were like a little blue ball guy. Dude, Donkey Kong Country was the best. I love Donkey Kong too, as far as like um, arcade games go. Bubble Bobble was also fire. Let's see here. Top 5. Miss Pac-Man, great game. Dig Dug, great game. Space Invaders. So I think I was, not that I was too old, but I had played way too many games that looked way better than Space Invaders. I never got into Space Invaders as a kid. Dude, Clue Land is a great game. Stinger? I don't think I know what Stinger is. Okay, so Flat Out Head On was placed PS1. Okay. Baseball Stars, great game. I was in a whole thing on a Facebook page watching or just reading people talk about the best baseball video games of all time. My favorite, I mean, I don't know if it's the best. My favorite baseball video game is RBI Baseball. It's the best. Super Bases Loaded for the Super Nintendo. I got that on Christmas Day of 1991, and I played an entire season of that. Like in the first weekend I owned it. I fucking love that game. You know what? Baseball game is very underrated because I think of the theme is Little League Baseball. It's on the NES. That game is great. Gosh, what was Stinger? I'm going to look that up real quick. Stinger NES. Need to see an image of it. This is saying it's a Konami game. Scrolling shooter game published by Konami. Why isn't there... Show me images. Oh, I know that box. Never played that game. I totally know that the art on that box, though. I've seen that game a million times in my life. Never played it. Shoot, I'll have to look that up. Dude, Jordan, I'm glad somebody else played Little League Baseball. It was fucking, that game's amazing. My oldest son is an MLB The Show. He's an addict, dude. He plays it all day long. I played MLB The Show when it first came out on the PSP, like when I would travel places, but I've not gotten into... I wish I played more console games. I just don't have time for them. I mean, the peak for me, console-wise, was when Halo 2 was online, and Jared and I used to play it all the time. I lived out in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't know anybody, so I would just come home from work and fucking play. We'd play Halo. That was the best. That was the best. Slugfest was fun. Ken Griffey Jr. on Super Nintendo, one of my favorites. Great game. MLB game for ColecoVision that had a controller with a joystick that had trigger buttons for pitches. I don't remember that game. Yeah, 1942, one of my favorites. 1943 was awesome too. Because I think was 1943 when they added where you could do the backflip to get out of when it was crazy. Alan, which games what do you mean? You should be able to put a link in the thing. Kung Fu, gosh, I played that game a ton. Kung Fu Master, like the arcade version, is awesome too. Oh, we got a little Yankees Dodgers, dude. I didn't realize this game was on already. Garrett Cole is throwing 100. See, this is the shit that pisses me off about Will Clark talking about hitters these days. All these dudes are just regularly throwing 100 miles an hour. I looked it up, dude. In the late 80s, the average fastball was 86 to 88. Bases Loaded was great, dude. Yeah, 1940. It is like tubing in reverse. You're going up instead of down. Let's see if Garrett Cole can strike out Shohei Ohtani. Do it. He did not do it. Ground out. Jordan, you're a Yankee fan, right? Was it like a huge thing? I remember after it happened, I was driving home from a work thing when Jazz was playing with the sucker in his mouth, the lollipop. Did they make a big deal of that out there? Dude, I'm telling you, like the movement, yeah, it's crazy. It's hitting is so different these days. And then a couple years ago, before they changed the rule about relief pitchers, like they would literally just bring a dude in to throw to two guys. Shoot, my beer's gone. I need to get one last beer. Gosh, this thing's been going an hour already. Dang it. I didn't mean for it to go this long. I'm going to grab one more beer. I'll be right back. I was going to get a Kirkland Lager because we were just talking about that, but I opened the fridge and I had one of these sitting there. So I'm going to drink this. One of my favorite beers ever. Although I wish they would go back to the old logo. All right. One more beer and then we'll be out of here. I appreciate you guys hanging out. It's fun doing these. Hopefully we can get back to like a more regular thing. Logos make the beer taste better. That's true. What is it? You eat with your eyes? Yeah, Hams. The 16-ounce cans is all I see out here anymore. It is $5.99 for a 6-pack of 16-ounce cans. Like, I'm not mad at that. I'm sure it's cheaper in other parts of the world, but we pay Southern California tax for sure. I mean, $5.99 for 6 16-ounce beers. Like, is that terrible for cheap beer? It doesn't seem like it. It's probably like $3.99, like in the Midwest, which is an even better deal. $4 for a 4-pack. Yeah, so I'm paying the same. I pay $6 for a 6-pack. Are you have 4-packs of 16-ounce cans in Wisconsin? Did someone say what was the beer that just went away? Was it Schaefer? What beer just got? They said they just we're gonna stop brewing. Was it Stroh's? I never got to have Stroh's. Is Stroh's still around? What was it? Gosh, I can't think of what it was. There was a beer recently that they said it was going away. Oh, Schlitz, that's what it was. I never got to have Schlitz. You know what sucks too is I was in Chicago a couple years ago and I was at a bar that had Schlitz and I was like, I'm gonna have that Schlitz because I've never had it, and we ended up drinking so much that I forgot to drink it. Yep, Schlitz. That's right. Thanks, Carl. R.I.P. Schlitz. If anybody sees any old Schlitz on the shelf, let me know. I'll happily PayPal you. Dude, I don't know if it was because I was at Wrigley Field. I enjoyed Old Style. I was not mad at Old Style at all. But again, I was sitting at a Cubs game watching the Cubs. I want to see real quick. I want to see what this controller looks like. See if I've seen this before. Where did you send it? How come I don't have that? I don't have a message from. Oh, wait. That's because. Why? How come? Oh, that's why. Because I'm. Oh, because it's not the beer thing. Here we go. I have never seen that controller before. That's nuts. Does anybody remember this controller? I've never seen that before. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of getting spam phone calls. Decline. Dude, I had zombie dust when I was in Chicago, and it was delicious. Carl, it was a day game, and it was warm. Oh dang, Jonathan, I didn't realize that we just missed each other in Chicago. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Steve, what's up, dude? It's good to see you. You just missed a really long conversation about we got deep on video games. It's funny, we were just talking about the Power Glove because my wife was watching old episodes of Golden Girls the other night, and the girl from The Wizard was on that show, and I was like, holy shit, that's the girl from The Wizard. And then we talked about Lucas Barton. When I was in Chicago, I went to Forbidden Root. I went to Maplewood. And then we hung out. My wife had a conference. So our hotel was down by the Riverwalk. So I hung out down there a bunch, which was fun. I went to Goose Island. We had like some crazy, we had a crazy, oh my gosh, what the fuck is the Bourbon County? We had a crazy Bourbon County variant. I wanted to go to Half Acre and never made it. Half Acre is in this, isn't Half Acre? What do you guys say? It's in the burbs. What's the? I think it's outside of. Is it in Chicago or is it outside of Chicago? I can't remember. There was one where someone. I was like, I want to go there, and they're like, you're gonna have to take the train to get out there, and I just didn't get a chance to do that. Maybe Half Acre is in Bourbon County, yeah. And they had a bunch of like older. When I was there, anyways, they had a bunch of older bottles, and they had stuff on draft, which was awesome. We had some. Was it Triple Barrel Bourbon County? Nate was there with me, and they were doing like 5 or 6 ounce pours, and I think it was like $8 or $9. It wasn't bad. Phase 3, I've only had Phase 3 stouts, and they were fucking awesome. Maplewood was cool though, because they have beer and they have food and they have cocktails, and they have THC cocktails, which is cool. I've never seen that at a brewery. That was the first brewery I saw that had that for people who didn't want beer. Yep, it was Nate from behind the bar. That was years ago. He's doing great. His Friction's doing well. I've been following along for World Cup because World Cup was in Kansas City, and his brewery has been packed for all the World Cup games. I drank a bunch of Revolution when I was there, but I did not go. I don't know where Revolution is. It's like from where we were at. It was one of those trips where like I was only there for a couple days. So I tried to like fit in as much as I could, but still not make everything around beer since I was with my wife. Although she wouldn't have cared, but we went to a Cubs game. What else did we do? We hung out in Wrigleyville. Dude, if you guys ever go to Chicago and go to a Cubs game afterwards, just stay down there because all the bars open. It's so fun. You just walk up and down the street, just walking into whatever bar you want. Yeah, Hot Butcher's big. Like there was a little bit of a time where Hot Butcher was sending me beer. And then someone had said that all their hazy beers had lactose in them, and I had said something about that, and then I never heard back from them. They ghosted me, which is fine. I remember it was when I broke my foot. I was cooked, and Hot Butcher sent me a bunch of beer, and I did an entire Hot Butcher week in one night, and I was feeling no pain. I was having a hard time sleeping because I had like my foot got casted, and I just was uncomfortable. And I'm like, I'm going to review all of these beers tonight. It was like a Friday or a Saturday night, and I drank every single one that they sent me. There's I mean, this was years ago. This was 5 years ago. But yeah, there's a 6 day period or a 6 video period. It's all Hot Butcher. And I'm wearing the same thing. I'm glad that they don't have. Okay, so they did have lactose. I'm glad that they stopped doing that. But yeah, after I had said that, I never got beer from them again. I was like, I'm not trying to be inflammatory. I'm just being, There's been a couple breweries that ghosted me. Stone used to send me beer, and when I had a couple of their beers that weren't my favorite, I said it when I reviewed them, and they stopped sending me beer. Like, I don't care, whatever. I don't need people to send me beer, but I'm not going to just because someone sends me beer be like, oh, every single one of these is amazing. It's just not the case. And who cares? There's plenty of good Stone beer, but there's plenty of Stone beer that fucking sucked. Carl, I just had Swami's at Pizza Port last weekend. Say good. It's delicious. I love Swami's. It's just funny because when you think about it, there's probably really nothing special about Swami's. I mean, that beer's from they brewed that in 1987, and I don't think they've ever changed the recipe. I'm sure the hops have changed a little bit because you don't have, back in 87, you didn't have the hops that you have now. So they might have changed the hop bill a little bit, but that beer is just awesome. I think I went to, did I go to more? There was one night where I was with Nate and Crage. We might have gone to more before we went to Maplewood. I think I went to more. Gosh, did I? I can't remember. Moore's the one who has good stouts too, right? Dude, Swami's at Petco. I mean, yeah, I saw that picture that you posted. That was rad. It's a bummer when that happens. Like when you're stoked on a brewery and then the head brewer moves somewhere, you're just like, dude. Although there's been places here that people move on and they're still. I mean, you look at all the brewers Pizza Port has had over the years between Tommy Arthur and Jeff Bagby and all those guys. Like those dudes are legendary brewers, and they leave and the beer's still amazing. I had doubled Two Hearted or whatever that beer is called like 5 or 6 years ago, and I fucking hated it. Tasted like barley wine. There's a review of that on my channel somewhere. I kind of shit on it, and I felt bad for it, but I did not love it. I think the bottle, it wasn't a bottle. It was a 12-ounce bottle, I think. It might have been a little old, but yeah, I did not like that. I mean, if it was around and I saw it, I would check back in on it, see if I'm sure these days I would probably hate it more because I'm just not an 11%. It's 11%, isn't it? I think that's the beer that you're talking about. I probably wouldn't love it. I'd probably hate it more now. The older I get, I just not a high ABV dude anymore. I'm just not that guy. Nate has sent me a couple beers to review. I've got a couple Friction beers up. They were good, dude. His beers are really fucking good, and I don't just say that because he's my buddy. His beers are fucking solid. And that was when he was first starting. Like it was. When did he send me those beers? A year ago? Did they just have their second anniversary or their third anniversary? I'm sure the more he's brewed, like the better his beers have gotten. It's probably even better now. He hasn't sent me shit. Dude, I've only got beer from him one time, so I told him, I'm like, dude, anytime you want to send me beer, I'll put videos up on it. You just hit 40, you baby. I'm jealous. But yeah, I feel you, dude. Team Low ABV is where it's at. And yeah, barrel-aged stouts, I love them too. I only drink them during the cold months. Which it doesn't even really get cold here, but wait a second. You're going to be at Surly on a Saturday and you can't sell packaged beer on site? What is happening? Local ordinances don't allow them to sell packaged beer on site. What the fuck is the point of having a brewery if you can't sell beer to go? That is crazy. That's a real thing? A brewery can't sell beer on site? Is that like just on certain days? That makes. Are you sure that's right? They can't sell packaged beer on site. What is happening? Surly cannot sell packaged beer on site. What? I need to Google this. Can I buy beer from the website? Can you ship me beer? No, we can't ship. That's fine. Surly does THC gummies? The fuck? That's awesome. Can I grab a beer at the original Brooklyn Center Brewery? No, it's a production. So production only. That's fine. Do you sell? So it says they sell crawlers. That's a packaged beer. What's the loophole with that? Sorry, I didn't. Dude, Todd the Axeman. I remember the first time I had that beer. My goodness, it was a religious experience. That and what was the other Surly? Wasn't there another like Surly? Was it a double or a triple IPA that was super? Gosh, what was the other beer? Someone, not Furious. What was the other one? Hold on. Let's check in with our friend Untapped. Abrasive. Yes, thank you. The first time I ever had Abrasive, my goodness, that beer was unreal. No, you don't need to send me a crawler. That's weird that they can't sell packaged beer. That's nuts. Dude, so I just scrolled up on the chat. Someone said, is it Ron? How do I say your name? Ronzi? What happened to Three Chiefs? So my buddy was just in Hawaii. Hold on a second. So he was, my buddy was on Kauai, and he was at a brewery, and they had a collab with Three Chiefs. And the guy who owns Three Chiefs, Charles, was in Hawaii brewing beer. So Three Chiefs is still around, but I don't know like what's going on with them. It's funny that you just said Three Chiefs because I was talking about them. 4-packs of haze in California. It depends on what you're getting. So like hazy pale ales, they can be like $15. Hazy IPA, like Green Cheek hazy IPAs, are usually $18 for a 4-pack. And then double IPAs are usually like $20 for a 4-pack. And then triple IPAs can be anywhere from $24 to $28 for a 4-pack. It just depends on where you're at. Yeah, Abrasive was a seasonal beer, kind of like how, I mean, it was like a once a year thing, like Pliny the Younger or all those other beers. But Abrasive was awesome. That beer was awesome. It was like the first time I ever had like Pseudo Sue and King Sue. I mean, I was having all those beers at the same time because Eric and John were back there and they were sending me. We would trade all the time. It was fun. I wonder if we would even like Abrasive these days. Has anyone had Abrasive recently? Do they still even make that? What we need is Garrett Cole to get out of this inning because the Dodgers, dude, Dalton Rushing, he's another guy. That guy, I just don't like him. Is there any Dalton Rushing fans? That dude is just, my goodness. Nobody likes him. Seriously. Dude, Abrasive, I agree. FTD and FDR, 100%. Abrasive belongs on your wall of fame. That beer back then was unreal. I feel like Dalton Rushing, like his own teammates don't even like him. Like they say that they do, but he just feels like one of those dudes. I don't know. It's weird. And the bummer is like he's pretty solid. He just, the way he acts and the stuff that he says. Not a Dalton Rushing guy. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Ohtani doesn't like him. I guess he's down to 250 now, but that's what everyone fucking hits these days. Come on, Garrett Cole, get out of it. Jordan, if you're still here, I saw you posted the other day. You were at Yankee Stadium. What's it cost to go to a Yankee game these days? Never been. I can't imagine it's cheap. Like, how much are beers at Yankee Stadium? How much are beers wherever you guys are at? Like, you go to Petco and you're getting a craft beer. A 16-ounce beer is going to be about $18 now, which is nuts. Between $16 and $18. I haven't been to a game this year. All right, so even Dodger fans are having a hard time with them. So $20 for a beer at Yankee Stadium, yeah. Dude, I took the boys. We went last year, 2 years ago, when the Patriots played the Niners up at Levi. 24-ounce regular, just light beers were $27. Fucking insanity. I'm like, I'd rather just not even drink a beer. And it sucked too because it was hot that day and we were in the sun. And I'm like, gosh, a beer sounds so good right now. I probably had one. But $27 for like a 24-ounce, whatever it was, Coors Light, like, come on, man. What are we doing? Yeah, $20 is nuts for a blonde ale. I remember when Petco first opened, we came down and went to a game with my sister and some friends before I moved back down here, and we were complaining that beers were $11. Like, I would go back to $11 beer for sure. I would love that. I'm like, I have $100. I'm going to get 4 beers. Not even. John's here. John, I was just talking about how we were hanging out at Pizza Port last weekend, drinking Swamis from the teat. They're going to shut down because of beer prices. There is going to be a lockout, it seems, dude. 2 Pizza Port, 19-ounce cans and a sandwich, $70. Like, fuck, what are we doing, dude? Dude, Lost Abbey their beer sucked, except for Duck Duck Goose was awesome. That beer is still legit. Dude, if you're in Anaheim, Monkish for sure. Green Cheek is there. Bottle Logic. Go to Windsor Homebrew. They have amazing beers on tap. Radiant. Awesome. John could probably tell you more Anaheim breweries to go to. Everywhere. Definitely go to Everywhere. Those dudes are rad, and the beer is fantastic. People say brewery. Like, I was never a big brewery guy, so I can't speak on that. I spent a lot of money over the years on brewery beers that I never fucking drank. They're still sitting in my closet. Yeah, so I have can you guys hear it? The air conditioner is on. I don't know if you guys would be able to hear it because it has been warm here and humid. So yeah, this thing's been running. It's like 71 in here right now. It's nice. Dude, everyone's got just like a closet full of fucking 750s of 22-ounce or 22% Black Tuesdays. Oh, I'm glad you guys can't hear it. That's good. There's going to be a 4 Brewers show, John. Can I say it? Next weekend? Saturday? I'm just going to say it. Next Saturday. We're 4 being it up. I'm actually going to go to John's house. I will be at John's house next Saturday doing a 4B show. Nagel and Jason will be on Zoom or whatever it is, but I will be at John's house. John's house, I will be in you. Yeah, dude. Albany. It's just full of shelf turds. Yeah, Black Tuesday needs to be in 375s. I remember the first time I ever split a Black Tuesday with someone, me and my brother-in-law. We were in Cabo. We were in Mexico, and we brought beers with us, which I didn't realize at the time. Like, if we would have got our bags picked to like get searched, we would have been screwed, like bringing alcohol there. But we didn't. I didn't know that. And we drank all day at the pool, and we were going to go out to dinner. And before we went out to dinner, he and I split a bottle of Black Tuesday, and I just remember the next day I felt like death. What is 5 cases? I've never even heard of that. Cycle? Yeah, I mean 375 is a Black Tuesday. That's fine. I think Cycle was the one. Were we talking about that a couple of lives ago that did like the scoop beer or whatever? That was Cycle, wasn't it? We were just talking about this. My Desert Island beer is Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, and I'm taking all of it. It's the perfect beer, dude. Hot weather, cold weather, low ABV, hoppy, bitter, drinkable. Gosh, I love that beer. Sierra Nevada is my Desert Island beer. Pale Ale. I mean, I would bring hams too. I love hams. No, Pliny, I was talking about double IPAs, Jared. That would be my Desert Island double IPA. I think that's the best. I think that's my favorite double IPA. But as far as Desert Island beer goes, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Like we were gonna talk about doing a Mount Rushmore of like different styles. Pliny is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of double IPAs. Pliny and Heady Topper for sure. I don't know the other two. It tasted close to a British bitter, really? You're talking about Dale's Pale Ale? Dude, I had Kern Citra recently and I did not love it. Listen, Jared, I'm just saying, like we don't have to gatekeep the Desert Island thing. I don't know what it was about that can. Maybe in fairness, I bought a 4-pack at a grocery store and it was on a warm shelf, but it was across from coolers, so it's not like it was warm, but it could have been that. Listen, I have videos of on my channel years ago drinking Citra Kern Citra was awesome. I told the story. Like I got in that raffle every year to try and fucking drive up there to get Kern when it was in Bombers. Never won. Do they still do that? I think you've mentioned that before. It is Timbo week. And I think I missed North Park did their Timbo. It probably sold out already. Let's see if it's still online. It is gone. Green Cheek just released Timbo. Let me see if I can grab some of that tomorrow before I go to town. I love Timbo week. Desert Island whiskey, my goodness. Weller 107. I'm just going to say that, and I'm just going to leave it. I'm not even going to think about it. Weller 107. Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. That's great whiskey. Very Old Barton. I got that, and I had to buy like a. What was I buying? Someone did something, and it was one of those things where if you bought that bottle, you had to buy like 3 other things. And I got a bottle of Very Old Barton, and I actually like that. It's not bad at all, dude. Especially, I think it's like an $18 bottle. Very Old Barton is not bad. I'm not mad at cheap whiskey. I mean, dude, Wild Turkey 101 is one of my favorite whiskeys of all time, and it's like $21. Buffalo Trace is $21 here. I love that stuff. Very Old Barton is like how what happened to Pabst Blue Ribbon, dude. It became hipster. I know, Carl. I need to do more whiskey stuff. I just was saying that it didn't seem like anybody cared about it, but I should just not even care. Just do them. Just make whiskey videos. Who fucking cares? Jonathan, my favorite old fashioned I've ever had was with Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye. My goodness, that old fashioned was amazing. Rare Breed Rye and that old fashioned was incredible. I mean, Rare Breeds, that bottle, I always have that on my shelf. I have a Wild Turkey Rare Breed shirt that I wear. I love Rare Breed. I love Wild Turkey. I'm all things Russell's. I finally was able to. It's so dumb how expensive it is, but I finally won a Russell's 13 bottle, and I just got the email saying that it's getting ready to ship. I'm so stoked to have that bottle. It's just stupid fucking expensive. But I have a bottle of 15 that I got 2 years ago at Christmas time, which was great, and I'll finally have a 13 to go with it. I'm just going to babysit the shit out of it. Dude, hell yeah. I just got a text saying that I just got $28,000 processed, and the funds are ready. Let's fucking go. What a Friday. Let's see here. $100 for EC, barrel proof store pick, toasted barrel, larceny small batch, and I mean, that's $25 a bottle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $20 a bottle. It's a great deal. Is Roco the one that has like cool they'll do like the cool like Weller bundles? Time to buy the controllers. Let's go. Time to get a ColecoVision, playa. Jonathan, next time you're out here, I think we were talking about it, and my dad might have been talking to you. You go to his house, you can have any tequila you want. My dad is the tequila guy. My dad's got like 300 different bottles of tequila. It's insane. So many Power Gloves. I'm not a mezcal guy. I don't like smoky. I don't like peaty, which a lot of people will always ask me, like, do I drink scotch? I learned that there's different parts of Scotland that some of the scotch is peaty and some of it's fruity. I've learned that I like the scotch that's fruity. I don't like smoky. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't love it. Oh, sorry. My dad does not like mezcal. He's not a mezcal guy. Petey. You sold Petey? He didn't even have a head. I know Jared gets that reference. Jordan, you like that smoky thing? Like when it tastes like you're licking an ashtray? You like that? I'm just not a fan. I don't know what it is. It's too much. If a Scotch bottle says Islay, stay away. Uh-oh. Did Otani just homer? Get the fuck out. Damn it. Oh, warning track. Weight room, little bitch. He flew out to the wall. Gosh, that scared me. John, there was remember the old Stone smoked porter with like orange peel? I remember having that and liking it, but it was not smoky. He got it. I like how we're watching the game together. That was about as far as he could hit it without it going out. Too high. It was too high. Jordan, I'm not sure how old you are, but I don't know if you remember when Barry Bonds played at Yankee Stadium and hit the old Yankee Stadium and hit the ball on the fucking third deck. That was the best. Gosh, that was the best. Wow, Stone's still doing smoke porters, huh? I feel like Stone's bringing their old beers back. Firestone is bringing the old beers back. That was the greatest era to watch ever. It was insane. Oh, geez, 32. You're freaking young. My goodness gracious. I remember being 32. I want to say I was 30. Was I 30 when I moved back to San Diego? I think Highland Scotch is the one that's fruitier. I think that's right. Yeah, I mean, you got to just babysit those. You got to babysit those bottles. Those bottles that you'll never get again. I still have a store pick stag bottle that I've never even opened because I'm like, once I open this and start drinking it, I'm never going to get to have it again. I've had it. It's been sitting on my shelf for probably 2.5 years. Never opened it. I'm so stupid. That's the only bottle of whiskey that's not opened. Like, what's the point of me not drinking it? We could be dead tomorrow. I think Beth's right, dude. I think she's right. I know, dude. It's one of those things. Just drink it, right? Like, it's crazy. What's up, buddy? You're gonna go hit? Don't. What? You can't throw though. I don't want you throwing. No, you could do like front toss. Okay, I'm saying don't throw though. Don't throw at all. Huh?
Just collect them all together.
Okay. I'm saying please don't throw overhand. I think next year they said the All-Star game is going to it's in Chicago. Yeah, dude. So after baseball was over, he was having impingement issues, so he's been doing physical therapy the last 3 weeks. So he's not supposed to. He hasn't been cleared yet to start throwing again. Not till next week. So he's been killing it though. He's been doing great. He's getting ready to move next month, and then fall baseball for him starts 2 weeks after that. So there's no reason to even mess with it. Yes. So that's why Uncle Nad said, does he need to keep an eye on you next week? Yes.
No, he doesn't. Mr. Fuji?
Yeah, that's Mr. Fuji. Yeah, John. Sam came out because he's going to go hit in the cages. And he's like, I'm going to hit with my buddy. I'm like, do not throw with him. He's not like hurt. He just went and had a session with his physical therapist yesterday. And the dude's like, your range of motion is great with no pain. So that's good. Not funny, Jared. Dude, John, he was listening to a Alkaline Trio song last night, and I'm like, you got to tell John you were listening to that because I'm sure Yvonne knows the song. Yeah, dude, Sam's getting to the point where he's like going nuts, not being able to throw right now. He's just doing all the stuff that he's supposed to be doing as far as rehab goes, and he's chomping at the bit. It's a bummer, but I'm like, dude, there's no reason to go out and do anything crazy. There's no reason to hurt yourself before your baseball season starts. So, all right. Kid, yeah. Always understand logic. He's just funny, dude, because he's like, I've never been hurt before. This is terrible. I'm like, you don't even have like a crazy injury. You just have shoulder impingement. Like it's normal for a pitcher, especially a dude who threw 145 innings the last 2 years. He's just thrown a bunch. So he's doing great, though. It's just crazy that he's moving already. It's going to be nuts. I'm not ready for it. Yeah, dude, those early morning workouts, my goodness. Gosh, this is going so long. Do I open one more beer? Do you guys want to hang out for like a little bit longer? Does anybody want to? Everyone ready to go? All right, we'll go for like 10 more minutes. I'll see how bourbon time. My goodness gracious. Hold on. No bourbon. Oh, it's already?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I'm not doing it.
It's a large.
Nice. Hopefully that fits me.
It should, because he said that.
He said they run big, right?
Yeah, he said XL would have been too
big. Dude, I wish I had Heady Topper. Nice. I'll try that on when I'm done. Thanks, buddy. We were talking about, someone said Kirkland, so this will be our last beer of the stream. This beer is awesome. I wish I had frickin' Heady Topper. My goodness. My goodness. Wait, what? What are we talking about? RIP. What happened, John? I was trying to think of what's. Let me look. I've got Treehouse videos coming this week. If anybody's into Treehouse stuff, Monday is actually going to be an arcade video. Ooh, go buy whiskey. We'll drink whiskey on Marco Polo later for sure. Monday is July 20th, so there will be an arcade video on Monday, and then the next, after that, week and a half is going to be all Treehouse stuff. So I apologize in advance for all the Treehouse videos, but I got a bunch of Treehouse beer, and it was fun drinking it. Denver Dave, holy smokes, what's up, dude? My goodness, we haven't talked in a long time. I'm glad you're still around. Yeah, the Magnify beers were awesome. I still have a Magnify and Horus beer that you sent me that I never drank. I'm pretty sure I still have one of those. What was that called? Yeah, you know me. I think I still have one of those. Wait a second. Kirkland Lager is going away? What is happening? A contract that expired? Kirkland Lager is going away? What are you talking about? Holy smokes. Costco collab with Deschutes Brewery is going away. What the fuck is happening? This is... We've reached the end of our volume commitment and therefore the program is winding down. I'm fucking pissed, dude. This is awful. My Friday is ruined. Deschutes brews it. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Dude, I'm so bummed. This is me right now. One Reddit user wrote, I just fell to my knees in Costco. I got to go and buy all their fucking beer. This is the dumbest thing. Why would they stop doing this? I'm going to cancel my Costco membership now. I am absolutely... Dude, this is so fucked up. I didn't have the heart to say anything. You should have told me. My goodness. My Friday is ruined. How do we, like, what do we do? There's got to be something we can do to, like, combat this. We are going to fucking protest Costco. This is terrible. Dude, I'm seriously, I'm going to go back next week and I'm going to buy as much. Well, I'm not going to buy as much as I can, but I'm going to buy a lot of it. I'm just going to tell the kids we can't get food this week. I'm just buying beer. This is fucking... What do they say in Step Brothers? Where I'm on a planet. Gosh, what is the line? Planet of bullshit or something? You know what? This beer sucks. I don't even want it anymore. Fuck this beer. Oh, you're drinking a quad? What are you drinking? That sucks. That is awful. I'm so bummed. This is worse than watching the Dodgers win the World Series. Like, how does that happen? Why would they stop doing that? Like, why would Costco let that contract expire? Fill that pipe. We're fucking getting the pipe, dude. I feel like I'm getting the pipe right now with this news. I'm so bummed, dude. It's terrible. Whatever. All right. I'm over it. I had my 3 minutes of grieving. How do we get like Green Cheek to brew the lager for Costco? Dude, you're not wrong. There's so many times where I get something at Costco that I love, and the next week I go and it's not there. And I'm like, why is this not here this week? Like, oh, it's gone. Like, what? That is very true. That happens with Costco all the time. I gotta drink another beer to make up for the loss. We're gonna do a marathon live stream. We're just gonna drink every beer in my fridge. I mean, Deschutes should keep brewing this beer and just sell it under a Deschutes thing. It's just gonna be Deschutes Hella style lager now. Costco's cooked. Costco doesn't care though. What was it? I figured it was probably already a beer. What beer was it? Do you know what the name of it was? I just saw Mirror Pond, by the way. I haven't had that beer in years. Is that worth revisiting? Anybody had Mirror Pond recently? Tinfoil Forest, 12.2% quad. Oh, I thought you were drinking a Belgian quad. You're drinking a quadruple IPA. My goodness gracious. That's the way to start a Friday, my friend. Let's fucking go. It's fucking 12.2% IPA. Like, what a time to be alive. What is, let's see here. What brewery? It's so Tinfoil Forest? Tinfoil Forest beer. What brewery is that? Esker Hart collab? Esker Hart Artisan Ales. Is that what it is, Dave? I've never even heard of them. There's so many breweries now. Dude, could you imagine Highland Park just doing Timbo called Kirkland Pills? Let's fucking go. I'm good with that nomination. Autodidact. Treehouse said a terp beer. I did not have that. Look at Nate getting into the terp business. Ballast Point's still around. Speaking of Ballast Point, or speaking of Costco, they had a 4-pack or a 4. It was a Ballast Point mix pack with 4 beers, and there was the Imperial Sculpin in it. But that beer is not ever cold, so I don't buy it. I'm pretty sure I have a barrel aged Victory at Sea from like 2016 up in my closet somewhere. Glenn, what's up, dude? Oh, that's okay. So you just had Mirapon and it was still good. That's awesome. Prinz Crispy is the Deschutes Costco lager. Well, I'm gonna just drink that from them. They need to distro that. Yeah, 12.2 it's no joke for an IPA. You got to drink that bitch ice cold because as soon as that thing gets warm, you know it's going to be sweet. Dude, don't be bummed out that Ballast Point doesn't distro anymore. John, remember when did we do the Ballast Point show? Those beers were just so meh. It was a bummer. Ballast Point is just not Ballast Point anymore. Nothing to be bummed about. Unless you loved like a beer that they had. Oh my gosh, $22 for a grapefruit Sculpin. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. We've talked about that when Ballast Point went to Chicago. I'm like, why did Ballast Point go to Chicago? Nobody in Chicago was asking for Ballast Point. And there was a time, Habanero Sculpin, that beer was fucking awesome. Dude, do you remember, was it called Barmy? I think it was Barmy. It was like a 15% beer. I remember, dude, my little sister one time called me. She was like, I bought this beer from Ballast Point. It's a 6-pack, and I've had 2 of them, and I'm fucking wasted. Have you ever had this before? And it was their Barmy beer. I think that beer was like 15%. I think it was called Barmy. Someone can here. Let's ask Google. I think it was called Barmy. It was a Belgian strong. Gosh, why doesn't Untapped work on my American Strong Ale? And it was 12%. My little sister called me the one night. She was hammered. She's like, "This beer's so good. Have you ever had it?" And I looked. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you're drinking 12% beer." John, I agree with habanero. Like the jalapeno beers I've had, it just tastes like earthy green pepper. Don't love it. Jonathan, I that doesn't surprise me that your 805 was better than the grapefruit Sculpin that you had. Yeah, Ballast Point is just not Ballast Point anymore. As my man Mac Miller said, it ain't 2009 no mo. Insane in the Hot Brain was a... Actually, I think that's still around. I'm pretty sure I saw that on the Treehouse website. Because I was like, oh, they did a Cypress Hill beer. Let's see here. Maybe it's not. I thought I saw it. I was just listening to Cypress Hill. We're talking about LA hip hop. They're just so... Nobody ever talks about Cypress Hill as far as LA hip hop goes. They're fucking amazing. Well, maybe it's not on there anymore. Ooh, Very Liquid Green. Anybody have that? It's probably good. This is... Dude, I'm sitting here scrolling. The Treehouse's beer list is just beyond stupid. It's like, how do you even begin to figure out what you want? This is crazy how many beers are on this website. Like, holy smokes. Do I even like try and... I like joke about this when I do Treehouse reviews. I'm just gonna fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20. 1, 2, 3. That's 40. 2, 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 95 different cans that you can pick from. Then you have bottles. So we're at 95. 5 different bottles. That's 100. Then you have canned cocktails. 11 of those, so 111. Then you have bottles of spirit. Like, this is... It's insane. It is beyond insane. There's 200 different things you can buy. It's too much. Dude, Cypress Hill in 94 was probably a fucking amazing show, by the way. I was listening to Cypress Hill then, but in 94 I did not have the means to get myself to a Cypress Hill show. They lit the largest bomb I've ever seen. That Be Real story, he told that one story on that one podcast where they were backstage and this girl was like, I thought you guys smoke good weed. Like, you guys don't smoke shit. And he was like, all right. And like his one buddy showed up and they started smoking. And this girl, like, I think they passed it around twice. And this chick like started fucking freaking out and crying, like, you guys lace this? And he was like, this is the regular weed that we smoke. So what's in this? He said they had to take her out of there. It was fucking hilarious. Like, the fact that anyone would talk shit to Cypress Hill about the weed that they're fucking smoking. Like, are you serious? What are we doing? Stop it. It's like those Cat Williams stories, dude, where he talks about smoking with Snoop Dogg. It's just the best. Best stories of all time. I'm still pissed that Deschutes is out of Costco. This is crazy. All right, we're almost done with our last beer. Like, Jordan, the crazy thing about Cypress Hill is like they're smoking weed that like none of us have ever even like seen. So it's like, it's wild. Crack another. You guys are terrible. Like, just the worst influences. Jonathan, you know what's funny is someone commented on an old Treehouse video of mine, and so like when I click on it, like it shows me the video that it was. I can't remember what video it was, but in the review, I was like, Treehouse is getting ready to expand and they're opening a new brewery, and pretty soon you'll be able to buy like cases of Treehouse and it's going to be amazing. And we're to the point now where it's fucking hundreds of beers. Like hearing myself say that however many years ago, being like, oh, you'll be able to buy a case of beer there. It's going to be amazing. Now it's like there's too much beer there. It's terrible influences. Terrible. It's Friday. It is Friday. It is Friday. I won't drink much tomorrow. I got to get up super early on Sunday to go to the airport to travel. So Friday, this will be my. I mean, you don't have to do that. I mean, you can unfollow if you want to. I mean, I won't tell you to not. 1995. Let's see here. I think it would have been 97. I was a sophomore in high school. Yeah, dude, Sunday morning I have to be at the airport at 6, which means I have to leave at 5, which means I have to be up by 4. I'll probably wake up earlier than that. Sunday's going to be an early call to go to fucking Utah. My goodness. So in 95 at that Lollapalooza concert, how old were you? Mr. Ronzi? I don't even think I'm saying your name right. I'm just trying to see like where we're at as far as age. Dude, early morning flights suck. It's just flights right now are so expensive. I was trying to be as economical as possible. Is that the right word? Economical? I just was trying to I could have had a way better flight, but it would have been double the price. Gosh darn it. All right, fine. I'll grab this is it. One more beer and then we're done. Gotcha. So you graduated. Oh, wait, this is a different person. So you graduated in 95. I was 99. So at least we were in high school at the same time. My freshman year was your senior year. Actually, no, because my freshman year was the end of 95 going to 96. I'm fucking old, dude. All right. One more. All right, John. You have an awesome Friday. I'm sure I'll be texting you about how terrible the beer is in Utah. I'll see you next weekend, playa. Playa. Gosh, Magnify's not the same either. Like, what is happening with all these breweries? Their house smells like weed. There was Jordan had it too. The slice beer with Tony the Tiger on it. My goodness, I cracked that beer and I was like, it smelled like weed. Some of those turp beers are wild. I mean, if it was that bad, I would love to drink that. Look at you, Dave, graduating 86. I love it. You're OG. Dave, we're gonna call Dave Unk. My parents didn't know what they were allowing me to go to. Wait, so let's see here. You were 14 in, when did you go? 95? Oh, so we're the same age. Jordan, your house probably smells so fucking good. All right, we're doing one more Sierra Nevada, and then we're done. Influences be damned. It is crazy to think about like what we did as kids, and like how our kids now are now. If you guys have kids, I was talking to my wife about that recently. Like when I was, so my oldest son is 18, and my youngest son is going to turn 17 in October. And like with all the apps we have and like the Find My Phone, like I know everything that they're doing all the time. Like my parents didn't know, and it's not that they didn't care. I think they just trusted us for some crazy reason. Like there'd be days where I didn't talk to them. Like I just was gone all day. And I would come home and like they'd either like be done like getting ready to go to bed because they had to go to work. Like it's wild how different things are. Jordan, you're not wrong. It's the best combo. You throw some pizza in there and you're just fucking straight. But yeah, times were way different. And it's weird because like I think about, and I was talking, Jared's not here anymore. I think he left. But he and I were talking recently. Like the stuff that I was doing as a 17, 18-year-old, like I don't want my kids doing that. It's weird. It's such a weird thing. I don't know. I'm like, I'm glad that my kids aren't doing what I was doing. It's strange. Because a lot of my buddies are like, you should want your kids doing what you're doing. I'm like, yeah, I don't want them doing that. And Dalton Rushing just literally missed a fucking pitch right down the middle and a dude scored. I love that for him so hard. How did he not catch that ball? My goodness gracious. Couldn't happen to a better person. Yeah, that's the thing. I told my kids that, Mr. Elvis Twatty. I was like, dude, with all the stuff that's around now, I've told my kids, I'm like, do not take anything. Like if someone offers you like a pill or like, just don't do it. You could die. Like we had no fear of dying when we were kids. Like all the shit that's out there now, dude. And it's not that I don't trust my kids. It's just like I'm glad that they're not acting the way that I acted. That sounds weird, I'm sure. It's a strange thing for me as a parent. Glenn, have a good weekend, bro. I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, dude. Auto insurance for these kids, my goodness. It's wild. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not that I don't trust my kids. I don't trust what's going on. Like I watch all these shows about all these poor kids who are just like being kids and they're like, "Oh, someone offered them a drink and they drank it and they fucking died." It's just like it's nuts. I hate it. I was reading a story where there was a party where kids like somebody brought edibles and there was what's its face in it? What's the shit that kills people? And all they were doing, like they're just gonna have edibles and like how like normal kids are doing, and they all died from it. Dave, there's nothing wrong with that. It's fine to just to be a. It's fine to just be a beer drinker. I'm to the point in my life where I see people buy cigarettes and I'm like, I can't believe people still smoke cigarettes these days. It's nuts. With everything that we know about cigarettes and like, dude, cigarettes are like 15 or 16 bucks a pack these days. Like, why are people still doing that? That's insane. Rushing looks like a Padres player. All right, so Ronzi, you're a Dodger fan. Like, is there a Dodger Padre rivalry? There shouldn't be. Like, I don't know why that would be a thing. The Padres have never won anything. Like, why would there be a rivalry there? Like, in order to have a rivalry, like teams need to win things. The Padres have never won. Like, why is that a thing? It's strange. Yeah, cigarettes are nuts. It's insane how expensive they are. I've talked about this a bunch on like just in beer reviews and on live streams. Like lost I lost two of my grandparents to cancer because of cigarettes. So growing up, like I just knew to stay away from them. Like obviously in high school at parties and stuff, people are like, hey, you want to smoke a cigarette? And I'm just so thankful I hated them. And even like being a baseball player, I got offered dip all the time. And I tried dipping a couple times. I fucking hated it. I'm so thankful I was never a tobacco person. Real Molly was legit. What's WSP? Do I know what going to a WSP concert? Who is that? If you tell me who that is, I probably know who it is. WSP? Bro, like my grandparents, they smoked in the car with the fucking windows rolled up. It's insane. But back then that was normal. Like there was ashtrays in airplanes. People smoked on planes. Like I remember people smoking on airplanes when I was little. What the fuck? Machado's the reason why there's a rivalry. Yeah, Dave, the Mets it's wild. No, it was not a line. Habanero, yeah. So a lot of people got upset like when California banned smoking. Like it was the greatest thing of all time because someone else mentioned in the chat smoking sections. Oh, Elvis Swati in restaurants. Like when I was little, we'd go to restaurants. They're like smoking or non-smoking, and my parents would always be like non-smoking. And you're sitting there, and fucking 2 tables away, someone's smoking, and all their cigarette smoke is coming on you. I'm like, what is happening? Like I'm smelling your cigarettes while I'm eating. It was terrible. Are you guys following this crazy what is it called? Cyclospora outbreak? Like my sisters are sending me the best memes ever. It's fucking hilarious. These poor people. Oh, it smells great. Cigarettes are the worst smell. Cigarettes are terrible. Yeah, Febreze before. So Chicago, you can't smoke indoors there either. I mean, where are people still smoking inside? Just like in super small towns, probably. Cigarettes are terrible. We've gotten to the cigarette talk portion of the live stream. Yeah, dive bars in small towns. I think even like the last time for travel baseball, we went to Vegas. I think even like Vegas doesn't. There's a bunch of places, casinos that you can't even smoke in anymore, which is wild to me. Someone just said casinos after I said that. There's a bunch of casinos that you can't smoke in still, or now, not still. They have like rooms that you can walk in and smoke in, but you don't smoke in casinos. That was the worst too, dude. Like you sit down at a table to play cards and fucking someone's smoking next to you. I hated that shit. Yeah, it was in Vegas. There's casinos where you can't smoke. Beer talk. It's better than cigarette talk. Hey, the chat takes these things into weird places, Jonathan. I mean, you can have salads, you just can't have Taylor Farms bagged stuff. I mean, they just put out a thing saying that it wasn't them. Like everyone's, this shit is wild. And the best memes are like, you know what? I never got parasitic diarrhea from alcohol. I'm like, it's true. No salads right now. Everyone's cooked. There was a little dive bar where I used to live years ago. That there was a dude, this old guy was a regular, and he would sit next to the no smoking sign and smoke cigarettes. It was the best. People would take pictures with him. I ate raw bagged arugula. I think arugula is fine. I think it was iceberg lettuce, which was the issue. But your summer body might be coming soon, bro. You'll be all right. You're gonna be shredded here pretty soon. We shouldn't even joke about that. It's not funny. There was do you guys follow Chef Reactions? I think his name is Chef Reactions. He's the dude that wears glasses and watches people cook crazy shit and like talk shit about it. He's the best. He was talking about how he used to smoke, and as soon as he quit smoking, he was spending $15 a day on cigarettes, and he started putting $15 every day. He would auto transfer $15 into his savings, and he at the end of the year he'd have like $6,000. It's insane. I was gonna eat those, dude. I mean, I think he would have been fine with Caesar salad. It was, I think it's iceberg lettuce. My kids love Caesar salad. I think it's the shredded cheese they put on it. Like, you guys aren't really eating salad. You're eating. All right, we're almost done with our last beer. I can't believe we've hung out for 2.5 hours. You guys are fucking awesome. If there's anyone here who did not participate in the chat, I just want to say thanks for hanging out. It feels like it'd be strange to like sit and just like be in a live stream and not it was iceberg. It feels like it would be weird to like just hang out and not say anything, but it's fine. I just wanted you guys who didn't participate, thanks for hanging out. We're almost done. We got a little bit left on our Yellowstone National Parks here in Nevada Pale Ale. It'd be cool if they like changed up the recipe on these for the different national parks that they do these for, but this beer's so freaking good. How long's that thing been sitting out of the fridge there, Mr. Elvis Twatty? I feel like, I mean, we've been here for 2 fucking hours. Like, it's not warm. Oh, well, did I just kick the thing? It's not warm enough yet? Dude, so I just saw Cody. Well, so here's the thing. I just realized that whenever you're at the live stream, I say Cody, but your thing could be Code Talker, like you do code. And I just realized, I'm like, fuck, if I've been calling you the wrong name the whole time? 3 weeks without beer, that's good. Breaks are good, dude. I don't know if they did Sierra Nevada do a specific hot variant like thing when they were doing that? Papa Booey. Dude, we were just talking about how there was more layoffs and how he's going down to one show a week. Like, what's the point anymore? Just like stop doing shows. One show a week is lame. Oh my gosh, fucking Kelly's here. What's up, dude? I know it's been way too long. I'm almost done. I promise. My wife just walked out and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're still doing this." Kelly, there's a whole chat about Cypress Hill and that beer. It's good to see you, bro. Thank you so much for all the beer that you sent. I fucking owe you so much beer, seriously. You are the greatest share of beer in the history of the world. Yeah, the one show a week thing is just whatever. I mean, I guess he's earned it, right? He's been on the air for however long. Getting the Gap Yankees. Oh my gosh, how do you catch that? Dude, Jordan, you don't have to send me beer, bro. Thank you, though. That's super kind of you. I just was reading that again. Smells like actual weed. Cypress Hill is legit. I was just watching Juice the other night, and I forgot that Cypress Hill was part of the Juice soundtrack. By the way, if you've never seen the movie Juice, you need to watch it. I'll take any beer away. He's like, go ahead and ship it to me, playa. I can't believe we just did a 2.5 hour live stream. You guys are fucking legends for hanging out. Jordan, the first time I saw Juice, I was in junior high school, and my great aunt, or aunt, however you say it, was visiting California from Ohio. And for some reason, like, I don't even remember. I think it was summertime, maybe. Everyone had gone to bed and she was awake, and her and I were like hanging out. And we sat on the couch and Juice was on HBO. And I'm like, hey, do you want to watch this movie with me? And she's like, all right. And we fucking watched it together. It was amazing. I don't know if she remembers that, but it was the best. She was like, this movie is there's a lot to it. Yeah, the Eric B. and Rakim, that's the that sip the juice. I got enough to go brown. Gosh, that's a good soundtrack. Jonathan, you're not going to find anything packaged. It's early. You can't buy packaged beer there. That still is fucking blowing my mind. That's wild. I can't believe it. What a world that a brewery cannot sell packaged beer. Why is my youngest son calling me? What is happening? Dude, meeting Rakim would be fucking awesome. I love that you're an EPMD fan. Smells like a house party. That beer is going to be insane. All right. My last beer is done. 2.5 hours. That's crazy. All right. We're gonna wrap this up because my amazing wife walked out and was like, hey, you want to hang out? It's Friday. So I want to go inside. This was super fun. I appreciate you guys. I should be able to do a live stream next Friday. And then Saturday, we'll do a 4 Brewer show. If you guys want to hang out, it's going to be at 4 o'clock. I'll probably, I don't know how to like link it. I wonder if I can link it on my YouTube channel so that people who at least are subscribed will see it. But yeah, I should be able to do another live stream on Friday. So yeah, you guys have a fucking awesome weekend. Seriously, I appreciate you guys hanging out. You guys are the best. I'll see you guys later. Be safe. Have fun.